Hello, I'm Shomodip Roy, Senior Design Engineer at Amberg India, have been associated with design of Delhi Metro Package DC06. In this project, Amberg is responsible for detailed structural design of tunnels as well as one underground station. The employer for the project is Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, a joint venture of Hindustan Construction Company and Venture Construction Company Limited were awarded the project on EPC basis on 14 January 2020 with a project duration of 36 months. Contractors JV appointed Amberg Engineering as the detailed design consultant for the project, which comprises of one station named Krishna Park. The length of the boat tunnel is 1.4 kilometers with an internal diameter of 5.8 meters. Delhi Metro network consists of about 389 kilometers with 285 stations. DC06 is part of the Magenta line consisting of 25 metro stations from Janakpuri West to Botanical Garden with a total length of 38.235 kilometers. Out of these 38 kilometers, almost 14.5 kilometers comprises of 10 stations which are elevated and 23.8 kilometers comprising of 15 stations which are underground. This project stretch highlighted in the slide comprises of almost 2 kilometers of underground extension from Vikaspuri Park shaft to Vikaspuri ramp. The stretch starts from the existing launching shaft located in Vikaspuri Park. From the launching shaft, the boat tunnel traverses opening into 233-meter long Krishna Park station. The second section of this stretch comprises of a cut and cover section of 194 meter and a ramp section of 170 meter leading to the terminal limit of the package. Geologically, Delhi region lies in Alwar series of Delhi supergroup. The region comprises of quartzite of Delhi supergroup and quaternary to recent alluvial sediment. The project is completely in soil. These are unconsolidated interbedded layers of sand, silt, gravel and clay, mostly confined to floodplains of Yamuna River. The lone station of this package, the Krishna Park station, is a conventional station planned with top-down construction with diaphragm walls used as both temporary and permanent retaining structure. The station is 233 meter long and has a width of 22 meters which increases to 25 meters at the retrieval shaft portion which is on the side of the station box which is connected to the boat tunnel. The depth of the dewall is 18.5 meters including 5 meter of embedment depth. The station has three levels, namely roof, concourse and platform, and has two entry exits. The entry exit is connected to the station box through a subway which is to be constructed using box pushing method. This project came with its set of challenges. As the execution work commenced, two water pipelines were discovered in the entry-exit path. These pipelines were infringing with the box pushing subway and affecting the dimensioning of the subway being done by box pushing. While one of the pipeline was crossing from the top of the subway, the other was passing underneath. To mitigate the infringement issue, these pipelines were shifted vertically and internal clearance of the subway box were readjusted. the connection between the station subway and the box were redesigned by creating a ramp within the box to provide smooth transition between the two zones. Another challenge was the design of curtain cover section of this stretch. Normally, the retaining structure comprised of soldier piles or secant piles. In this case, diaphragm wall has been used for both temporary and permanent retaining system due to the high water table, which is a very rare scenario. Due to the dual concept, the chances of collapse due to high water table became very less. The curtain cover box in this stretch is in slope, which makes it difficult to plan and design the coupler for slabs, and struts and Weller connections in the dual also, as the roof and base slab are in slope. Since the drawing for general arrangement and reinforcement had to be extracted from beam models, it required intricate modeling effort in the structural design tool and Revit. The task was successfully achieved by our teams working on the design and drawing. The scope of the work demanded structural modeling and design using AutoCAD Revit. Amberg was BIM compliant right from the first submission, and all the structural drawings were extracted from the Revit model. For the first time in metro sector, client mandated use of Revit for modeling of reinforcement. Amberg successfully achieved this goal. We are proud to say that Amberg is the first designer to issue good for construction reinforcement drawings from models for underground metro work in India. In the following slides, you will be able to see some cross-sectional views from the station model. This is a view from header wall side where TBM tunnel will break through into the station. This is a general view of the station showing different elements like slabs, ancillary buildings, subway, etc. at the retrieval shaft location. A similar kind of view can be seen here for the rest of the station. Some more views from the station beam models can be seen here. As mentioned earlier, in this project, no 2D submissions were acceptable to the client. All the reinforcement detailing for the project has been done in Revit. All the good for construction drawings are being issued from the models. In coming slides, you will see reinforcement models for the segment rings and the D-wall. Here, as you can see, how reinforcement detailing of a TBM segment ring has been done in Revit. Here you can see reinforcement detailing of D-wall of the station and curtain cover as being done in Revit. Now I leave you with a few pictures of the project in the construction phase. Here we can see the aerial view of the shaft and launching of TBM being done from the shaft. Here you can see casting of curtain cover ramp is going on and inside view of the TBM tunnel after the initial drive is completed. Some more pictures from the construction phase as can be seen here, like dual cage is being lowered and aerial view of the station box. This is the second project in India where Amberg is working on the full scope of structural design for tunnels and the station. This is also the first project where the design development process has been taken to a next level of BIM implementation. It has been a challenging experience to work on this project. We now look forward to using this experience in future metro development in India and global market. That's all from my end. Thanks for your attention.
Currently, Amberg is doing two projects for the HCC, and we found that they have a very good capability and understanding in the design of the underground structures related to the urban infrastructure, metro, tunneling, and also has a very good capability in the BIM. They have performed very well on our DMRC contract, and even though it was required to do the detailing of the rebars in the Revit, which they have really performed well. So I think for us they are a good partner for the detailed design.
Hello everyone, my name is Shantanu Paul. I have been working with the Amberg family for almost 1.5 years now. I'm a structural design engineer. My area of expertise is underground metro structure designs. Since my joining, I have been involved with the design of the DMRC Metro DC06 station design. Also tender works for several stations like 007, 8, 9, which are either new lines or the extension of the old lines are going on. Underground metro station design is challenging in many ways. The uncertain nature of soil, the construction sequence, and the various challenges that we face as a designer while designing make our life miserable but adventurous. I recall one certain incident with D06 station. We had a cutout in the D-wall for the entry in the subway of the station, which had a span of almost 16 meter and a height of 3 meter. Above the knockout, in the service stage, it would behave like a beam of 16 meters. So it had to be made as a spandrel beam inbuilt in 4 D-walls. The construction sequence and the design was a bit of a challenge to me. Now these challenges work as a motivation for us. It is like an energy booster for us to be a better engineer and to cultivate ourselves, to know that we can reach certain limit as a designer and we can also challenge ourselves to be a better engineer. Now the experts we have got in our organization help us to be a better engineer, and also they make these challenges easy for us. It's been a good journey with Amberg. Hope it goes on very well. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Deepika, and presently I'm working as a design engineer with the Amberg Group India. And being a part of the Amberg, I'm involved with various Delhi Metro Rail projects, ongoing as well as the pre-bidding projects. And specifically, I'm working for the Underground Metro department. If I talk about my workflow being a design engineer, the very basic step before designing our structural geometry, we check our structure for the flotation. After that, we model the structural geometry in the concerned software and we apply certain loading over the structure in order to see the behavior of the structural geometry. After that, we are analyzing our structure, we are extracting the results, and we are basically designing the structural elements on the basis of certain criteria like our limit state criteria. In the limit state, we are having serviceability limit state and ultimate limit state. So in this way, our work is to be done, and this work is very interesting and I always enjoy my work. If I talk about the working environment of the Amberg, the environment is women friendly. Each individual is very supportive and they are taking care of everything. And I'm really happy to be the part of Amberg and also looking forward to work on more number of projects and to flourish myself in many ways, because development of the metro work is the development of infrastructure of India. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sai Kiran, presently working as a senior design engineer in geotechnical division with Amberg Engineering in India. I am involved in various metro projects and other underground tunnel projects which are ongoing in India. The nature and scope of works involved are very challenging and curious to learn. So here we estimate the geotechnical parameters based on the ground investigations and geological profiles, and thus we produce a geotechnical interpretation. And we calculate the settlement of ground due to tunnel boring missions and excavation of retaining systems such as diaphragm wall, soldier pile, and etc. We also do the design of cross presses using NATM methodology. So with this, I have got ample of exposure in underground designs involved in both soil and rock mass grants, and I have got experience of handling geotechnical softwares such as Plexis, RockScience, FLAC, and UDEC, etc. So this kind of exposure provided in Hamburg diversified my knowledge in various metro and underground projects, and for that I'm very happy, and I'm very happy to be part of Hamburg family. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Himanshu Singh, working as a design engineer in Hamburg from last 2 months. I have been working on Delhi Metro Silver Line project, which gives me exposure of both top-down and bottom-up design and construction methodologies. It's been great to work with highly experienced and skilled engineers in Hamburg, and with everyday new challenges, which keeps me motivated to learn and gain new skill sets. And finally, I am happy to be the part of Hamburg family.